Look at the seating. Look at all the girls laughing at her. We think Karen has an open relationship? Why gonna be here? No. Come on, Wendy. Married to medicine. Ooh, bring the poster board out. The pasta is gone. Dee was trying to get her back this whole season. What a beautiful statement. That's a triangle. I'm on Robin's side. Don't do that. Mom. Oh, Wendy, no. Stop this. Dubai is coming back. Play those clips. Get out of my house. You're a loaded Jack in the Box. Your forehead looks clean. We love Kiara. Auntie lives. What up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love. With me, your girl, Donna Rizzo. First off, miss you guys mucho. We are in about the halfway point between this little break that I have been loving. I cannot lie. I cannot tell a lie. Guys, I have done so much. I will update you on my full progress, but Lord, what a blessing. Glory, mercy, and honor. Thank you, Tyler Perry, for not having us just jump right into the next season. Issa Rae, we are looking for the next thing so we can also support you in any and all ways. But in honor of probably what I think is like the longest, or felt like the longest season of the Real Housewives of Potomac, I have decided to give you guys a extremely late review of the Real Housewives of Potomac season 8 reunion. I'm gonna do all 3 parts together. So I might not do it sitting down here. You may see some outfit changes because I really don't think I can sit down for 6 hours or however many, 5 hours is probably gonna take me to record this, but I will be giving it to you all at once. If this is your first time here, this is a live reaction recap. So this isn't like recaps that you see on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that, where we watch the show or people watch the show and then they give a reaction after. They'll go through what they saw. They'll write articles. They have think pieces. No, this is a live reaction recap. So I will be watching the show and I provide my reactions in real time. I'll be posting the clips and snippets here. Obviously, I'm not going to have the show just playing the entire time for you because if you're here, you've likely seen the show already. So I'm just going to pull out the moments and the clips and the snippets that I really want to talk about, that I think we need to engage with. Also, make sure you guys stick and watch throughout the episode because I will be asking you questions that I want you guys to engage with in the comments. Really interested to see what you think about this season and about the reunion. Now, I haven't seen it. Again, I'm watching all 3 episodes, but I do want to, what do I want to talk about from this season? Well, first of all, I did hear that Robin was fired. I think we kind of knew that was coming, right? Okay. I heard that Candace is not coming back. Originally, she said she was taking a break. And I was like, okay, when she says she's taking a break, is she doing it to go tour for music? And then she's gonna come back. I was a little concerned about that myself, but we found out that she's pregnant and like, we're so happy for her. I know there's like, I've been hearing I think we just found out about it 2 days ago. I've been hearing some like mixed reviews about it, and don't do that, y'all. Don't be messy. This woman is literally creating heartbeats, bones, bodies, brains in her stomach, in her body right now. She is literally the nourishment for another one of us. That's a incredible miracle, y'all. Like, not many people could do that, and I respect the fact that she's like, yo, I'm creating this child. I want to make sure I have peace, I have calm. We don't know what she's gone through in the past, right? We don't know if she's had a miscarriage. We do know that she had a failed IVF journey. I don't think she's actually gotten far. I think she just did the stems portion of the eggs freezing. I don't know if that wasn't successful, but we know she had some like small complications initially. So for her to be pregnant and to be taking some time to like gestate, create that child, and make sure that she's in a good space mentally and physically, more respect to her, y'all. And y'all are talking shit about, oh, she's not coming back because she's gonna get the same grace that people gave to her, or she gave to people when they were pregnant. Maybe, and maybe that's why she's not coming back. But good for her for knowing that, because you don't want no parts of this shit. You also, after the way the season ended, y'all, I'm totally forgetting about things to talk about. Maybe I should talk about them as we reference them in the reunion. No, let's talk about them now. The fight. I hear that people are blaming the fight on Candace and Wendy. One, I don't know how Wendy's in it. And how did I get in it? And people are ignoring the fact that it is Ashley's fault. Here's what I'll say on this. Ashley and Giselle were celebrating a moment for them, so feel free to bring your friends. But also, know, and you know this, Ashley, you know that Candace and Deborah do not with each other. And the fact that Deborah came with all this energy lets me know that Ashley knew this more, because if they're friends, they've been speaking about this, right? I hate when people are like, oh my God, I didn't think it would get this far. You don't get to decide how far something goes. What you are held accountable for is for initiating, for starting, and for planting, right? I didn't know my friend would come here and start a fight, but I did know that she would come here and start an argument or disagreement. The other thing is, let's not forget that this is Deborah's fault, okay? Well, I will say it. There's a portion of the altercation or the debate that is Candace's fault. Let's not forget that, because Shorty really pops off a lot. You know how I feel about people who pop off and then they can't get popped off, and they get mad when they do get popped off. Like, some people just need to be hit in the face, right? So when Candace knows that Deborah is there and she is standing right next to her and talking shit about her to Wendy or whoever else it is, and Deborah's right there, you're talking shit because you want Shorty to hear you, and you don't think you're gonna get punched in the face. So, Candace, you are at fault for being big and bad, but not accepting the big and bad, right? You are at fault for that. Deborah, you're at fault because, not for saying something, because if you're going to talk about me in my face, I'm going to respond to you in your face. You are at fault because you're a grown woman. You need not be fighting with somebody. Stop all this. Now, I know you poured a drink on a person, you didn't throw a punch, but spitting, pouring a drink, throwing water on somebody, throwing an object at someone, all forms of assault that to me deserve, it's just the same. You disrespected my physical, my person, so then someone can go in and disrespect you, right? Kiana was unfortunately caught between the crossfires because as their friend, she was trying to like hold Deborah back. Deborah looked at her as somebody who was coming at her, and she was like, no, you're not just gonna push me. And so Kiana got involved in it. I don't like that. Kiana was essentially like trying to protect the friends, and then the two friends didn't go in and help her, but I guess we had seen that throughout the season. But I also don't know if we too mature to even be thinking like that, so I have to work on that for myself. But yeah, at the end of the day, and I say this because like Giselle and Ashley are like the fire starters in their group. They know that this show gets buzz. People watch the Housewives, whether it be this season or this franchise. People watch Housewives because they want the drama, they want the arguing, they want the fighting, they want things to go badly. Like, people don't watch Housewives because they want it to go great. Giselle knows this, and so Giselle is always in a place where she's pulling out somebody's drama or like setting people up to talk. Like, oh, I heard she said this about you, except for Robin, right? She doesn't do that with her real friends, okay, except for Robin. But she'll set those moments up because she wants to keep the show and the storyline going. And she doesn't say too much about her life because as long as I'm talking about you and setting other things up, my scenes are done. We don't have to talk about Giselle's life. Like, I had a friend like that, right? She would always talk about other people, so people would never get around to the insecurities that she had. Clearly no longer friends. But Ashley has become a baby. And I hate to say it like that, it's just because she's younger. She's become a mini Giselle. Ashley I don't remember who brought NECA in. I feel like NECA was brought in, and it has nothing to do with NECA because she's qualified, well-educated husband, now lives in Potomac, DMV area. But she was brought in by the light-skin crew because they didn't want to make it seem like a light-skin, dark-skin issue. So they got a dark-skin person on their side. Look, we have dark-skin friends too, and she's with us. This has nothing to do with light-skin, dark-skin. This has everything to do with the fact that y'all are people. Okay, so she was brought in there. But Ashley also was giving information to NECA that it wasn't true. It wasn't even close to true. And then the fact that NECA started this whole thing, I wrestle with that because was Wendy open to NECA being there? Was she? I don't think so, right? Was she closed off because of the Nigerian competition thing? I don't know. Or was she closed off because she came in and she was friends with Ashley and Giselle and all those girls, and it looks as though they are setting up two of these dark-skinned women, two of these Nigerian women against each other, right? So there was some uneasiness there. I don't know the roots and the history behind that. I don't know if Andy's going to dive into it here, but somebody needs to dive into it. Also, interesting that Andy's going to be the one to dive into it. Okay. What else happened this season? Oh my God. The Mia. How could I forget about that? Y'all, that tea is hot. Piping hot. Mia and Gordon. So Gordon had some issues with his prostate, couldn't get his little hoo-ha up. So he said to Mia, I will allow you to, and I don't want to say allow, but you can step out of the marriage and you can have a joint. You can have essentially an open relationship or open marriage because I can't provide you what you want physically. My rules are this. You must stay within the boxes of my rules. One of the rules is you can't involve the children. Mia took that and she went to an ex. She didn't just find a random. She didn't find one-offs or anything like that. She found somebody who she had history with, who she was in love with, who waited for her, and she involved the children. She had a whole nother relationship. So I remember when the photos came up and it was like, okay, me and Gordon are splitting. And then she immediately got with this guy and we were like, how'd she get with this guy so quickly? Like maybe this happened before, but no. That's why, because they ain't never really left. And she brought the kids around and Jeremiah might not be his. Y'all, this is so freaking crazy to me. I cannot wait to hear more. And also the fact that those two men look alike kind of confirms for me, like, Mia wasn't just in this for money. If she was just with Gordon for his money, the new guy would look totally different, but he looked just like a young Gordon. Like he got the flat face, round face, they got this, and they got the chin strap. It's just one is gray and a little chunky, and one is young and a little chunky. Those are the same man, just two girls. I know they don't want to hear that because nobody wants to see. Like anytime, I don't know if anyone's ever told you you look like somebody, but you never see it, right? I never see it when people are like, oh my God, you remind me of this person. You mean light skin with curly hair? Oh, I guess we look alike. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see what this new drama looks like, if they're closing anything out. I don't even know what this new cast will be because it's going to be Wendy. Oh, I heard NECA might not be coming back. I'm not sure about that. But it's going to be Wendy, Karen, Giselle, Ashley. We got to have some more people. We got to have at least 6 women. So are we going to introduce brand new people? Is Kiana going to come back instead of Candace? Maybe that's why they had Kiana join this season, because she's friends with Wendy, right? She knew, or they knew that Candace, well, nobody knew that Candace would be leaving. Nobody knew that Candace would definitely be pregnant. But maybe she was brought there just in case, because Wendy has no one now. Oh, and Mia, I forgot. Woo! This is gonna be good. I can't wait. Y'all, I'm doing all 3 parts. I may not be in the same outfit because I don't know if I could like do this all together, but without further ado, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stick with me through the episode. Answer questions. I'm going to be asking some questions, I'm assuming, as they come up. I'll be asking some questions at the end. Engage in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this season. Let me know what you think about this recap and this reunion. Without further ado, y'all, let's get into this Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8 reunion. Part 1, 2, 3. Okay. All of the above. Let's go. We also have to get into the fits. Before we get into the fits of the reunion, let's talk about the attire that they have on the, like, you know, when they're cheersing in the very beginning. Also, I never noticed that they had champagne because they can't hold an apple or an orange. They hold champagne. Karen and Giselle said to do that because you can't hold a cherry blossom. But okay. All right. So whose fit do I like the best here? NECA, we get it. You know what? No one. Actually, I like Candace's the best. And it looks very simple, but Candace wins. Okay. Let's go, y'all.
Housewives of Potomac reunion begins.
They look good though. Cause you know who did look good, y'all? Oh my God, Married to Medicine cast. Y'all gotta think of a better theme than just floral. Can we align somehow? Same material, same type of roses or flowers, same type of gowns. Like, there was just too much that didn't make sense, y'all. Just a moment, guys.
For us today.
Okay, so fit. Mia looks great. I need to see them standing up. Mia looks good sitting down. Wendy, I think this is a lot for me. I get what you were doing. I get the strong statement that you're making. Candace, I think you look cute. Robin looks cute. I think this cast did a really good job this season in terms of their reunion looks. Kiana, I'm not a big fan of yours. Karen, I'm not a big fan of yours either, only because it doesn't look like it goes. But I love the hair, girl. Also, y'all, look at the seating. It's usually Giselle on one side, Karen on another. They moved Giselle down to put Karen there, because still, grand dame. And then put Mia at the front. Mia been at the end for the last however many seasons she's been on this show. She said, I'm getting my front row seat by any means. I don't know if this is the way she wanted it, but here we are. Y'all, I also wasn't a big fan of that photo shoot.
Who's sitting here? Karen. Okay.
Ooh. She tried to sit in the front. He was like, no, you right here. Y'all notice as soon as Candace came out, Giselle moved. She said, no, I'm done. Ashley better be a train. Karen. I thought the whole thing was gray, but now they have a silver and a gem black theme. I get it, Karen. But it's too much when you sit down. It overpowers you. Okay. Karen is 60, y'all. Look at Andy talking to Robin, knowing it's her last time here. Was Candace pregnant here?
No, I'm not sure. Ask me later.
Ah, you see how she responded? She was pregnant, okay. Or she at least knew the embryo, because 14 weeks. Yeah.
Hi, Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. No,
Wendy, your face looks too red.
Yes, there is. I have some move. I'm not divorced. But
Okay.
I have some
She's not
movement.
divorced again.
I'll be divorced first.
Mia said, don't worry, Andy. I'll be divorced before Ashley does. Also, Ashley, this beauty pageant hair gotta go. Okay, sis, you do it every year. Gotta go. The part was over here one year. You had the two big. This gotta go.
Friendships have
Giselle look good, though.
Run set an intention for us today. And
Andy's setting an intention like it's a
today is a
Peloton class or a yoga class?
Inspired by
Okay.
icon. Somewhat frustrating to watch this season because the show is about finding common ground. And it's
Is that what the show's about,
ownership
Andy?
of
Karen, you
And
on
I
Ozempic?
expect nothing
You
less
look so
tonight.
thin,
Okay.
man.
Owning what I need to own and moving forward.
Candace said, I'm bringing this baby in with good karma. I'm looking forward to owning what I need to own. She really want to be friends with Robin. Like, that's the core of it. She been fighting this whole season to be friends with Robin. And when Robin is like, no, I don't want to be friends with you, then she's like, fuck you anyway. I don't like you anyway. But she really want to be her friend.
The ownership. That is fine.
Necka's fine. What about her and Wendy? Andy said sex and Karen was like,
some details.
I'm a lady. Robin is a basketball player's girlfriend. Robin gotta do everything to keep them. You think that man is like, I got all these girls in the world who's gonna try to come after me. I'm gonna keep the same I had since I was 16. Is she not swallowing? Robin knew her part. She said, I'm gonna be the slut for you, Lou.
Ooh, Karen can tell on herself. We all see her doing the math in her head.
Question number 1. We think Karen has an open relationship? Something in me questions this a little bit, y'all. I think Karen has gotten the leeway to maybe step out. I don't know, but nah. Actually, maybe not, because Ray don't play that shit, so never mind.
How long are you holding it in there?
Right.
If you're giving it to him good, he's probably gonna fall asleep within a minute.
That's why she be f***ing these old men, so as soon as they fall asleep.
Put it in your hand.
I mean, just
Has anyone
Giselle,
else
don't do
taken
that.
Robin's
Don't do that.
swap? Really? With the DJ?
He's a radio personality.
I mean, a DJ and a radio personality are two different
Karen,
things.
why?
I'm not feeling this right now, y'all. They trying, but
Well, Robin,
okay.
you were raked through the coals for hiding details about your marriage. Clear.
I love that. Andy said, we're going to bring it up again. So Andy just started this segment and said, your ex-friend Candace couldn't seem to let it go. But then the clips start with Giselle.
On rumors, your ex-friend Candace wouldn't let you off the hook that easily.
Juan and the girl in Canada.
So it's okay if Giselle talks about it, but it's not okay if Candace talks about it. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Juan no longer had the messages with her. Like, he cleans his phone out like crazy. Like, he deletes everything.
He cleans his phone. Look at all the girls laughing at her. Yo, they said we dragging her this season. Okay, we didn't drag her enough during the reunion last year, but we got her this year. Juan yelling at her this season was really hard to
All right.
watch, y'all.
Did
Is Juan gonna be
Karen
here? No.
Or anyone else since you two had officially gotten back together?
I can't say anything for certain.
I mean, that's a valid answer for her. Oh, I can't tell you if he cheated on me or not, because no one ever really knows. But like, one would hope that when you answer that, you're able to answer that effectively and say, no, my man hasn't cheated, because you are so confident in that statement. You are so confident in your man that you are just so confident in that statement. You don't even need to think. Robin gotta think.
I can't say anything for certain, as no one in this world can say anything for certain about what other people do.
Right.
Okay.
None of us believe
But
it.
Robin believes it.
Wait, they're all like, none of us believe this, but it's okay. Our dummy friend does, so that's all that matters.
He said, like, Bree's like a beautiful woman.
He should have just said, I see how people call her attractive. I don't know. This is just up.
He answered questions.
He's not showing up tonight.
That's fine.
He
He's
does
not
have a
showing up
basketball
tonight.
game.
No,
Oh,
it doesn't.
yeah.
He just
Because of his actions, the
No,
least he can
no.
do as your husband is to stand.
Come on,
beside
Wendy.
you and say,
You don't think it's suspicious that Juan deletes his DMs and messages?
Girl.
He has with his phone being cluttered.
Okay. Do you have the password to his phone?
Y'all. You gotta delete the messages. It's not the photos or the...
You kept information about your marriage from the group.
This bugs me because why would Shorty share information that's detrimental to herself? No one on this cast shared like, hey, I want to hand over the fact that I'm being played like a f***ing fool. Please bring this up so you can continue to talk about me, because y'all already said that Juan was cheating. You already said Juan wasn't paying attention to me. You already said that I was being stupid for him not being, or for us living together but not being married, and me having sex with him but him having sex with anybody else. So let me hand you guys something over to continue that narrative. No one on this show has willingly handed something over. It has come up because someone else brought it up. So I'm not mad. I don't think. I'll say I get it. I'm mad that Giselle didn't bring it up, because Giselle would have brought it up for any and everyone else, but there's clear preferential treatment for her friend. So maybe it's her friend. I'm not mad that she treats her friends better than other people, because that's what you should be doing. Okay.
And you didn't talk about it with the group, but then you sold it.
Look at Giselle trying to be there for her
Don't you
friend.
think that if you had gotten ahead of it...
Okay, Andy, put me on.
messed up.
You said you were waiting for me to reveal it.
Not that I was waiting, but if you
When Raymond went through his taxes, I
Come on, Raymond.
On it and
Whole
he
name.
was talking about it again. It's done.
Okay, that's one question.
Oh, I do stand corrected. Karen sat and had a meeting about it, but is that only after someone else brought it up and she felt the need to fix it and do some recon here? It's different then, right?
public situation.
Yeah, it was in the paper.
She's mad Robin didn't share something personal that happened to her.
Uh-oh, they about to out Candace.
Yeah, that her and Chris have the right to choose what they share on the show.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not going.
All right. Well,
She better come with receipts. Oh, hard poster board. Oh, this is some good poster board. Okay. Is she about to share no messages from them back and forth? Oh, you better be a budget.
I was gonna bring an easel, but that would have been too much.
Yes.
So this was
He said
the
yeah.
moment. Does this look like someone who is mad and upset? That really pissed me off. So you're pissed at.
Ooh.
And I mean, obviously she's mad. I'm not mad. Everybody should be mad.
I mean, that's a violation. If someone else had done that besides her friend, she's trying to be on her friend's side right now. I get that. And y'all have a product together. You don't want to ruin that. But you would have been mad if somebody else did that. Instead of coming to you as your friend, you're going to bloggers about it and talking shit about me and saying that you're mad at me? No.
back in all the conversations you had with
Candace, there
Robin,
better be some
you
more.
still believe she
That wasn't it for
conspired
me.
with just one.
I do. Yes.
No way.
I think.
What?
I mean, Candace not wrong for that. I don't think she brought it up to ignore or detract from her business. But like I just told you, there are people who talk about things to keep the show going in hopes that things don't ever come back to them. If you have enough content here, you don't need to pull and see what else is available there, because it's all filled from here.
Giselle.
Tears.
Oh, Giselle getting petty now.
Okay, come on, and then I want to hear from you.
Giselle being petty is...
Candace is looking for transparency on Robin from her end.
Well, we'll see if we
That's
do.
what
We're
I'm
not going to
hearing.
get there now.
Karen, you about to
So
cry?
I want to say any last words on your marriage. What do you think viewers don't
Ooh!
understand?
I want to give you the floor to say any last thing about your marriage, because we about to fire you, sis. So you need to say anything real quick? Okay.
I feel like when you decide we're in this for the long haul, You really are in it for the long haul.
I know that's right.
Yeah, but is it by any means
Well said.
necessary?
I mean, really, I should do a 2-hour special on Juan Dixon's life.
Well, Karen is the
Nobody wants
designated
that.
fence.
Jacqueline because she left me there.
Hearing about Jacqueline and Mia and the reasons why Mia has been holding on to that is tough. I also hate to hear that all of the women who are with older men have been sexually assaulted on this show. It's almost like they are looking for that protection from a male figure, an older male figure, almost like a father, somebody there to protect them. I don't want that to be the narrative here, but I can't escape it.
Nothing good will ever come from me speaking to Candace.
Ooh!
You cannot make up lies and expect not to get your ass handed to you.
Here's the thing. Giselle used that as a story for the season and made it all about Chris. Recall, Phaedra used Candy's story to make it all about her when she had issues with her. The issue there, one of the biggest issues there, is that these stories are legally detrimental. They are emotionally, financially, it's more than just being like, oh, you ugly, oh, I saw you out with this man, or oh, you stupid. I feel sexually, I feel harassment, I feel uncomfortable. It's character defining. Like, Candy was accused of drugging people for sex. Like, that is crazy. You use this, and I see what happened, and Candace went in. And you mad because of the way that Candace went in. Now, I always tell people, you can't predict how the other person is going to react. I could have punched you. You pulled out a... Do I think that those are the same? No. But you punching me made my anger come out. Your anger may come out as a punch. My anger might come out as a... Now, I don't want that to be the case, guys. I'm just giving a really stretched reach here. Like, that's what happened here. Because Candace viewed Giselle's as a gun. And she said, I'm bringing mine too, and went in on her. Now, I will also say, she then went in on the fact of her skin color and how she has white privilege, all of this. And she about to have a light-skinned biracial baby.
Never. You have a problem with my friends. Handle it.
Facts. Yo,
Harper,
don't come to me with all this beef if you're not going to her. I had that shit in my family. One of my cousins would come to me talking about, one of her cousins. And I'm just looking like, girl, don't talk to me. Call her.
Oh, nothing on the body because I'm done with the body. My body is me. Banging.
My body is
about
me.
on you being
Banging.
offensive. Why did you choose not to confront her about it during the season? Texting her.
She don't want to give her any
This
more
is
camera
all
shine.
play.
How it is my fault that people are...
Candace, don't do that. Oh, it's my fault? How is it my fault? You gave people all this ammo to go and attack her. Come on. Y'all know how this social media death threats, like people come at you. You know how this works, Candace.
You are a colorist and I'm coming to kill you. Oh, you are a colorist, I'm coming to your house. So
Candace is shaking her head right now.
Connect is raggedy ass, nasty ass Giselle. Giselle should be fired.
Oh, sure.
So it's kind of like,
She said, oh, true.
just want to say that.
But are you? Let me ask you.
Come on,
this.
bring the poster
People
board
who
out.
are tweeting this stuff and thumbs upping the tweets.
I have lights.
Okay, see that now, Candace. That's what I'm talking about. Candace want to hide her hands in these moments. Break it down and sound it out. Candace, a dark-skinned black woman, said that Giselle, a light-skinned black woman, has privilege due to her proximity to whiteness. What does she mean by that? If Candace came out with a similar claims, it wouldn't be taken as seriously. She could like that. That's not a death threat.
To a lie, to a rumor.
Wait, what was on the board? We missed that, Candace.
Change back and forth.
Now Robin being petty. I'm not mad at these two girls right now because they're standing for each other. They must have came in and said, and we gonna go. And I'm not mad.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is it a round?
She said, is it around it?
Then
Woman admits she lied about Chris.
I think she has no credibility.
Oh, come on, Neka, saying 2 words.
Okay.
Whitney, shut up.
We are breaking in 15 minutes, and I want to see if we can get somewhere with Candace and Giselle.
15 minutes, Andy? No.
I through her actions and her words that she is not interested in moving forward.
Giselle, don't make that face. Again, when y'all say something, you gotta say with your chest. Giselle did not say I want to take accountability.
The other.
Sure, that I was informed last reunion.
Okay, Giselle's about to take accountability.
Sneaky leak comment, and I apologize.
Also, that's a way to get around it. I'm not going to apologize for the fact that you closed the door. You were trying to do, I'm insinuating that you were trying to do something else, that you made me feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna just apologize for the fact I called you a sneaky link. Yeah, look at me. Look at how good I am.
Never accused your husband of sexual assault.
She didn't accuse him of sexual assault. Don't do that, Candace. Candace, real talk, I see what you're trying to do. You don't even have to do this. Everything that she said was enough for us to be on your side here. You don't have to then try to make it bigger, because now people are going to be against that. And hearing a no, you're wrong from you makes it look like Giselle has a up. So you don't have to do that. She was wrong. We see it.
It's the fact that people are left to draw a conclusion.
Right.
No.
Chris did not sexually assault her. Maybe that'll make her happy.
Okay, what I've said was that.
No, maybe that'll make her happy.
No.
Did he force you into a hotel room?
Look at Giselle ready. Giselle said, I'm messing with this young boy. The pasta is gone. We ready to get this. I'm going to be all sorts of petty. And I love it.
Producers are telling me that you did.
Candace, last year I told you your
Oh,
husband
she
made
did
me
say
feel
me.
uncomfortable because he made me go into a bedroom.
What about all the things that she tweets about me?
Okay. Giselle, we see what you're doing here. You were, it came out that you actually said May. You want to apologize for that, but you know if you do apologize, that Candace is never going to take accountability and she's always going to hold that over you. So instead what you're doing is like, fuck that, let me list out all the things that you said against me. Like this is why this group and these two can never come to it. There's no accountability, y'all.
What are you willing
Thank you.
to hold
Come on,
yourself
Wendy.
accountable
Objective.
for?
And this is why I f with Wendy. My light just went out, but I hope y'all can see me. This is why I f with Wendy and not with the other side of the couch over there, because they're like, well, as long as this is how Robin feels, you know, this is her place. If she wants to talk to her this way. No, Wendy is Candace's friend. And she's able to say, I'm with you here, and here's where you're wrong. Let's talk about that. Let's figure out a way to move on. The other side never says like, okay, well, you guys have both said things about each other. What can you do, Robin, to now, you know, take accountability for what you said to Candace, or what can she do for you? They'll just be like, I'm going to support you to the day you die. You want to say you wrong or you want to say you right? I'm going to stick beside you no matter what.
Happening or made? No. He asked me. He didn't.
Come
make
on,
me
Giselle. Candace, it's your turn, girl.
Yeah, sure.
She ain't want to
think somebody's
Victory.
Oh, shit. Hey,
I understand
hey,
that
Ashley.
you were upset by my choice of words.
No. Candace, no. And I know what you're doing, because when I was forced to apologize to somebody about words that I used, I too said it in this way. If you felt offended by the word choice that I used, that's wildin'. Is this Morse code? What's happening right now? All right, we gotta fix this. Hold on. Okay, we're just gonna do it with the light off real quick. Let me just get this thought out. I said, you know what? If you were offended by the words that I used to say this about you, I apologize for the word I used. But I'm not. That's not me apologizing for what was said. I meant that. But if you don't like me saying the word ass in my meaning, then you know what? Cool.
Up here with your privileged white.
Not what her white man said right behind her.
Those words to describe you.
Okay.
Your children don't take responsibility for the death threats. I received them at the hands of.
Starting point, you know, I've had issues with every woman in this group.
That's the problem with this group, y'all, is that because they've all had issues with each other, they've all talked shit about each other, and they've gotten over it, everyone thinks that it's okay. It's not okay, y'all.
Always coming for Robin.
Well, somebody has to start, so who's gonna start it?
Look, y'all got Ashley talking and we remember she's still here.
And she is a great mother.
Thank you.
That was nice.
Okay.
You can't speak for me.
Please.
I'm not you.
Okay.
She's good friends with you.
Wait, y'all heard that? She said, you can't speak for me, I'm not you. Talking to Ramen because Giselle be speaking Ramen.
Woe is me cries, but
This is not a compliment, Karen. Come on.
Someone that you had a good friendship with took to social media.
Yeah.
But would you be okay with that?
And she has a valid point. I'm not asking you if it happened to you. I'm asking you, would you be okay with it? Just because everyone has been shitty around you doesn't mean you should be okay with people being shitty.
After my mom, the girls will tell you I built an 80-foot high.
She said if you would have come to Surrey County like I invited you, you would have seen the fence. Ink or INC, this man trying to get his housewife money. I'm not mad at you, sir.
Gordon's here.
Not
He
Gordon.
said, what's up, Gordon?
Yes, sir.
Look at the
Gotta
black.
represent.
I see you got that black on. Come on. That's weird, y'all. She's saying I love you to this man who she was cheating on her husband with, who's right behind her in the same room. You ain't signed your release form? Why not?
Let's talk about Mia.
Oh, they're gonna end on Mia because they only got like 5 minutes left.
The big house.
That's a fucking shady way to say it. While you determine that businesses could be rebuilt, you determine that no amount of work could save a crumbling marriage. My goodness.
Here.
Gordon, that's not fair. That's not fair. Let me
Go,
tell
you
you.
want fair, go to a carnival.
No, I love that. I can't lie. You want fair, go to a carnival. I have to figure out a way to incorporate that into my normal life. Like, somebody has to say that's not fair to me. So you go. Right? So now I need you to say that's not fair. Oh, you want fair? Go to a carnival. That didn't work? Okay. Because it got to be a little more chill, like natural. That looked like I was thinking about it, right? Go. You go. You want fair? Go to a carnival. That ain't hit enough. You want fair? Go to a carnival. That's hard for me. I'm so excited to get it out that I can't get it out.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
Woo!
Tell me where you live.
Can't wait. I'm gonna tell
So
you.
I do have a penthouse apartment in Washington,
Oh, she had to
D.C.
say penthouse.
Even though it's a small, is relocating right across the street in his own condo.
Okay, let's talk about
Why is he
Mr.
moving
A.
across the street?
You two.
They look cute there.
And was trying to take Jeremiah because he believed that was his son.
Does Ink think Jeremiah is his son?
He does.
He does.
He thinks that Jeremiah is his.
So the one time y'all rekindled the flame is the one time that you conceived this child? Can we do a side by side? Can we get like a Maury? That's a good way to end this, y'all. That's a good way. Good for me. I get to watch the second part. But let me pause this. I don't know how much memory I got. All right, I'll be right back. You know what my problem is? It's that when I break, I break. So the sun has fully set. There is no reason why there should be a 5-hour difference in me recording the first one. It's actually 4. And me recording this one, which is 2. That means I won't be getting to 3 today. So I'll see. Maybe you'll get this recap on the weekend. I don't know. But y'all, let's get into this second part. We are diving deep into the Mia situation, and I can't wait. I can't believe they're not saving this for the end. But I guess the guys are coming out. Ooh, are they coming out now? And by guys, I mean everyone but one. And Michael. And then Giselle don't have them. Okay, some of the guys. Okay. Let's go.
Let's talk about Mr. Ink.
That was his
Gordon
son.
is in the back.
Does
watching
Ink
that.
think Jeremiah?
Fly
Ink
guys.
thinks that. Why does Ink think Jeremiah is his son?
Andy, you know why he thinks he's his son. Mia was sure to say because we had an affair after it was overlapping.
Just like Gordon.
Why does Ink still think?
He wants him to be his kid?
Yes.
Shut the f up, Candace. He got the strong face. Real quick though, we have had one full episode, one full part. We ain't heard really nothing from Ashley. Nneka done said 3 sentences. And Wendy got her, thing off here because she asked Candace what would she do for accountability, and she's the one who brought this situation up about the kid potentially not being Gordon. So kudos to her. Other ladies, step it up.
Blondon family.
I just want you all to know that I am so proud of her.
G was trying to get her back this
She is
whole
a role
season.
model, So
I also sat in that saw cave.
Yeah, it's not the
lawyer,
same.
So I'm very transparent.
okay.
Watching that
I love,
scene,
I love that Mia said, no, pause. I'm not like her, don't fire me.
Gordon seems extremely angry.
You.
Oh, this is going to be Giselle trying to clean it up so her friend
Because
don't
he's
get
no longer
let go.
financially where he.
So ink really has absolutely nothing to do with my separation with Gordon.
Okay.
It's just commingled.
Probably has more to do with his age.
It has a lot to
Why
do
are you
with
being
the
petty, Robin?
constant, like,
Okay, it may not, here's what I think, allegedly. It may not have anything to do with ink, but you are more willing to let this person go because you have something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were to just let this go and be alone, it might be a little different. But because you feel so secure in this new thing, you're willing to let that old go. It's just what I hear.
like I wake up and all of my money is at zero. It's controlling.
Yeah.
And
It's
I mean,
very
eventually.
Wait, Mia, did you ever do therapy for this anger management problem?
Oh,
Okay.
Mecca, you're
Way
trying.
too late.
Are you supporting him financially now?
I am helping him.
Not
In the
supporting,
DR,
but
you
she's
said you might
helping.
have married Gordon, entered the relationship with more money from an inheritance.
Mia, clean this up, because you didn't mean inheritance. You didn't use that term correctly.
The same year that Gordon and I met, I actually lost 3 grandparents.
Okay.
So fortunately for me,
I'm
I
wrong.
was able to.
Not
She
paying your
being
rent.
sued for
So we do, because we are up for sale first, and they don't want me to divorce them before that's done.
A lot.
This is
Did you ever
messy.
drop?
These girls are not my friends.
Mia, in full transparency.
You threw a drink on me.
Our husband.
No?
He
Okay, not that.
was. You had physically assaulted me. It said, this is my lip mask. I
Shut
have
up,
all
Bobby.
this.
Could I have the same treatment? But
Yes.
I think these ladies got to stop with this. You got to just acknowledge the fact that you didn't reach out. Mia, you got to acknowledge the fact that Wendy is not your friend. You threw a drink on her. She's still not over that. And she may be looking at this like, damn. And the fact that Gordon is close with her husband. Now she's going to be in the middle of her husband and you, who she don't even really with. So, Candace, I don't know why you ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing because Mia, you and Wendy probably got on the phone and was like, girl, he said this, he said that. And y'all didn't want to leave each other not calling. I get it. But you can't talk your way out of everything.
like, this is a sisterhood, right? We want to preach that. Always.
Yeah.
Say
I'm
sorry,
never not that
Candace.
heartless. Look at his own condo.
Okay.
Mia, can you just clarify the?
Robin
Here,
trying.
baby.
She like.
She
Okay.
Now Wendy like, oh, we can go on a double date now.
Like, I would love for this to just move on and go away.
Right. Are we still trying to hash this out with the Chris Giselle thing? I didn't see Robin's full look. I like that it's pants with the little drape over it. I like that.
Okay, hold on.
Very handsome limousine driver.
Give an Uber black car.
In Cougar Arts and Sciences. I did not write
In
it.
Cougar Arts and Sciences. Did y'all see all the details about like how they have an open relationship? Like he has a whole nother girlfriend and she was like, that's fine, but don't be taking photos with her. But then there were photos. It was weird.
I wouldn't know. He is seeing some things that hasn't seen in a
How does this even happen?
Never
That was a sad part in the season.
I'm so happy that I'm here because he's been lying to me for like 2 weeks.
Girl, the way we gotta parent our parents is crazy.
While her mother was in the hospital, you
were
called
talking.
her eating.
Wendy, that don't count. See, y'all be reaching, and I like y'all. Y'all be reaching too much, and I'm telling you, you don't have to do all of this. We are on y'all side for some of this stuff. Like we're on the right people's side. You don't have to do this. She didn't know your mom was in the hospital, fam. So her talking shit has nothing to do with her being in the hospital. Maybe if she knew she was in the hospital, she wouldn't be talking shit.
He's like, you're amazing. And everybody needs to see.
Y'all
you
know
love being
Karen
able to take us to
and
New Orleans.
parents
and all that, and
passing,
just support me in any way
that's
possible.
what you're on touch.
He never wanted like a funeral. So I gave him his wish
That's
in New
the number
Orleans, and he had a big part there with him when he took his last breath. And
I went with my mom.
Yep. You know, when they give out dads, I lucked up, like one of the best of the best.
What a beautiful
But it's been
statement.
Why you're crying, Candace?
She cries when the wind blows left.
Candace don't want to admit that she has feelings and emotions and she actually cares about other people. She hates that it's her being emotional for Giselle. But she gives a
You have someone who's feeling a lot of emotion just expressed to
Andy,
your
she
dad.
feels emotion
And
all
there's
the
something
time.
really nice.
Yeah, and she's having emotion that shows that she does care for you.
I'm trying.
I think she just cares in general. Candace always cries.
Boy, now that Wendy's a talk show host, she's giving me a lot of notes.
Yo, he just said because Wendy's a talk show host, she's giving me a lot of notes. That's true. This is the second time or maybe the third time that Wendy has said something. Before she was like, he's the host. He asked me the question. Now she's like, okay, we get it. I'm trying to like relay what you're saying and say it in a different way. I see it, Wendy.
Super happy that my dad got to see her graduate.
Yeah.
So good.
And
I feel like we've watched your daughters grow up.
incredible.
We have.
It's incredible to see for all of you what
You're Ashley? That's gonna be us one day. She ain't trying to divorce that man.
great. Karen, do you think you should have taken a stronger stand?
No, in no way am I responsible for.
That's not what he asked
I
you.
cannot take that.
There's a lot of politicians on this stage, y'all.
Making any sort of faces. I regret greatly that evil people.
Wait a minute. I heard I regret greatly, and we were like, oh, Candace about to apologize. And Karen goes, good. That is not what we just heard.
I congratulated Giselle on where her daughter was going.
It never happened.
Wait, it never happened?
And if it happened,
She made that up?
There were photos recently, I think as recent as this week.
Oh,
of Jason
this is what I was just talking about.
I know, but you have someone you're involved with now a little bit.
Never trying,
Oh,
y'all.
So are any of them athletes?
Mia! But who is it?
We're in New York City now. Will you see him later tonight?
Yes.
Oh, great. Good to see
So
you.
when they're in each other's faces, they're with each other. Otherwise, they're
Right
not.
back after this.
Good situation. If it works for them, it works for them. Y'all, I'm not mad at this. Okay, they bringing the guys up next. I'm excited.
It's normal. Blossoming music.
I'm glad that we heard that. Nneka says she's feeling like nervous energy. We can see it. We can feel it. It's tense. And I don't know, it's something new to her. Is that why? Or she knows she's going to be held to the fire. I don't know what this is. But we can see it, girl. What is Giselle going to do next season without her green-eyed bandit girl? It's just going to be her and Karen? It's crazy. Oh, look, see, yes.
Talk like that about people so reckless.
I'm not mad at Michael.
Nothing.
She said that you sucking some other man's.
That is not my fish.
Sue her. That's defamation.
It'll be okay after that. The friendship is killed.
It's crazy. I'm on Robin's side here. You can't sit here and talk about me on Twitter and then come back and think you could be my friend and everything's all normal. What? No.
Run to Twitter and talk all the shit you want to.
Unforgivable.
I went to like a breast specialist.
Girl, me
The
too.
goal was so small.
God is good. God is good.
She crying again, girl.
I think the biggest was probably 1,200. Yeah, the
1,200 is amazing, Candace.
So if something happened between you and Drew Sidora.
Kind of left a weird taste in my mouth.
Wait, no. Tell us more.
Katy Perry and Taylor Swift take the others backup dancer.
Wrong crowd, Andy. We don't know that. Oh, the lawsuit was dismissed.
Obviously.
He got what he needed from it, right? It got public. Everybody knew that he had a case. It was a problem for her. It got some time on the air. She couldn't talk about it. He silenced her. It did enough.
My mom was also convinced that you knew.
Her mom petty, so we
has been a point of.
Just as a friend, that's something you just don't do to a friend.
I'm
Valid.
On one. And I was pissed. Hurt.
You hear that, Candace? That lets her know that you weren't tweeting that like you previously said. You were like, oh, we all talk about each other on Twitter. Like, that's just what it is for the show. You didn't just do it for the show. You did it because you were mad that she wasn't responding to you in a separate situation. So it was actually vindictive. It was actually coming from a place of anger, frustration, whatever it was. It wasn't just for the show like you said. No.
Apologize for hurting you because that's not what I wanted to do.
I want to apologize for hurting you. You still did it out of anger. Now you regret it because we not friends.
Yes. That colorism conversation.
Look at Andy. Andy like,
I
can't talk about it. Ooh, we ain't never seen Robin cry. Oh, we did this season. That's the second time in 8 seasons that we've seen Robin cry. And she's crying because she's never experienced somebody calling her white adjacent or talking about colorism. And so she doesn't know how to manage and navigate that. Okay, I mean, look, we react differently, so. Also, that's coming from your friend.
Conversation, a plotting, a lie, a cover up, like none of that. That is the stuff that really, really, really hurt me.
Right, because you're saying I'm
The colorism
vindictive.
conversation. Mistakenly thought that
Where are you going with this?
all, it was
What do you
my
mean?
mistake
I don't have
to
any
think.
problems talking about colorism. I use sorority.
You
I
are.
went to a black.
Right. What do you mean?
I
Don't do that.
mistaken was
Candace, don't do, yo, this group of ladies can really talk their way or think that they could talk their way out of things. I grew up in a household where we talked about color and race in the diaspora, or like the diaspora, whatever, however you pronounced it. I just thought you guys felt the same way. You thought I felt the same way about us being colorist? You thought I felt the same way about women like me having close proximity to whiteness and putting brown-skinned women like you down? And that being a reflection of me and the reason why I don't like you? And all of us have ganged up together to go against all of you. You thought that's how I thought? And now I feel like you making it seem like, oh, well, of course you don't have to talk about race because you're not a brown-skinned person. So I grew up in a household where we had to.
I
Those are
did
two
not
different
insinuate
things.
that you were colorist.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
That is
And you
your
said it on
interpretation.
TV.
Well, question.
She said it on the
She said
reunion
it at the
couch
last
after
reunion.
The
If
damage
this
was already
a black
done.
and white comment, that to be true for me to be a racist. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if you're
Look at
going to
Andy.
talk about
Andy,
why they
stop it.
believe this.
Also, I don't know if these ladies, I think, was it Mia or Ashley? These ladies have never said, oh, we don't have privilege. They got pretty, all of y'all got pretty privilege. They have color privilege, right? Like, I think we have acknowledged that. No one is saying that they don't have this privilege, but what you're saying is that they're weaponizing their privilege against you. They're not acknowledging that they're light-skinned. They're not acknowledging that the world may see them differently, right? But what they are acknowledging is that's not an excuse for you being an ass. Me not liking you is not because you're black or you're brown. Me not with you after you say some mean things or you try to get in my face and do stuff has nothing to do with you being darker skin. Because if I were to get in your face and do that, it would be a problem too. The issue is I don't like you, you don't like me, period.
Worse has been done at ending.
Not her being the victim. Y'all, this is another example. Worse has been happening to you on this stage in 8 years. You're gonna let this be the end? Look, I told y'all, you can't tell what somebody's tipping point is gonna be. That's why you just have to treat people with respect. And if it's your friend, you have to treat them with love and respect. You're bad that maybe she was able to get over that person, but yours was the 10th one that was right on top that she wasn't able to get over. You are not responsible for, you cannot predict how people will react to the shit to them that's bad or do to them. Period.
I'm going to. It's gonna kind of like look like you're watching a show.
Yeah, Neka, you gotta speak up.
Helping me.
Shut up. How many husbands we got out here?
The always affable Real Husbands of Potomac. And I gotta tell you
Always
something,
affable.
I want to steal your outfit.
Doing great, Andy, and yourself?
Andy is such a
Great.
man.
What do you think of Karen's
Look at that cool outfit you have on there. I'm gonna steal that outfit.
A lot younger than Triple 20,
Less
actually.
than 6 months, over 2 million in sales. And that's
Come
just
on, Happy
6
Eddie.
months alone.
It's true. Yeah, she was a girlfriend, not the wives.
okay.
And
Yeah, you don't get this? You know who else be going on them DR trips?
This season was up.
Karen said, I love you, Ray.
Yeah.
Ray said, I'll be going.
You don't want to be in the
No,
mess.
just playing.
If I'm not
From your account.
I'll say it to you one more time. I've never.
You trying to be petty, Robin?
Me?
Robin, this is the reason why Candace says she thinks you like plotting against her. Because you see what you're doing. But okay, she just don't want Wanda to be the only one. I get it. Last segment. This is with the guys. What are we going to end on? Gordon again? Because there's really no other, unless Ike and Happy Eddie gonna get into it.
Photoshop screenshots from your account.
Robert, why are you so worried about the messages between Candace's man and a fake woman, but you not worried about the text messages between your man and a woman? Okay. wrong messages.
Her quick retraction was very serious.
Was it quick?
Was it not quick?
Candace was like, it wasn't quick for me because we were going through it.
Much like you said, you feel a way about what happened 2 years
Oh.
ago. People.
Chris, I thought you wasn't gonna bring it up. Candace
I
loved that.
thought that you and Giselle had
That's
kind of
mommy.
cleared the air last year.
Words, but to allow somebody to say, I used the wrong word, and we're just gonna say okay.
All right.
We know what you're
So
talking about,
Juan
Chris.
is not behalf. What do you think of him not showing up today?
They don't care.
They don't care. I mean, you asking the wrong people. These guys not gonna throw the other guys under the
Why
bus.
is it important?
I appreciate the opportunity to address this.
Okay.
I know this great friend group has questions.
Gordon is ready.
But many of you probably don't know.
What? Now listen here. I said I wasn't going to check the next portion. Maybe I should hold on because it's late. I'm going to feel what y'all felt for one day. Oh no, I got a networking event to go to tomorrow. Dang, it's going to be 2 days. It's not like a week like y'all went through, but all right, I'm going to stop here. All right, that's the end of part 2. These haven't been the best thing for me. Big ups to the cast. I really like these women as individuals. Did this give me what I wanted? This gave me what the season gave me. Except for the Gordon and Mia thing. So yeah, I'm excited to hear more about that. There's nothing else that they can talk about. Like maybe Ike and Eddie can talk and have their thing. NECA and Wendy can have their thing. There's no other husbands. Ray ain't gonna get into it with nobody. Karen ain't never gonna leave Ray anyway. Happy Eddie and Wendy gonna stick beside each other. We gotta get into Ashley if she's ever gonna divorce Michael. I don't know what this third part is gonna be, but here we are. I'll see y'all in a minute. 10 seconds. The biggest problem is that I took 2 weeks to come back. So not only was part 1 late, not only was part 2 later in that day, but part 3 is now recorded 2 weeks later. All right, y'all, let's go. I forgot. I was like, oh, what's part 3 gonna be about? Are Ike and Eddie gonna get into it? No, y'all. We got a whole fight. We gotta figure out what Gordon's secret is. I really think Gordon is like, well, first of all, Mia is sitting there thinking everything's all good. I think Gordon made her think he's gonna say something that she knew, and he's gonna get in there, and it's gonna be like, bam, I got a DNA test, and this motherfucker ain't even mine. All right, y'all, let's go.
I have been diagnosed with a mental illness, bipolar 1.
He's bipolar.
Bipolar 2
Is what? What happened, Mia?
causes your mind to really work opposite.
That's why she's like, yo, I can't wake up in the morning and my bank account is emptied out. Like, what the fuck is this?
You have 2.5 years-ish ago.
Oh, I was thinking, oh, he went to get diagnosed to explain to her why he's been wilding out, but you know, in a way to like win her back, because you know Gordon has been trying to win her back this whole season. But no, he was diagnosed 2 years ago.
Why
Andy facing
And if she sees it coming, can she say to you, will you take that in though?
Prior to our separation, she has.
Right, that's the thing. If you are entering a manic episode and your partner is like, hey, I see that you're about to enter this, you're already almost gone. Or you may take her saying that as you being crazy or an out for her, so you're not going to believe that. And as Mia just shook her head, she was like, no, that didn't help at all.
When you locked Mia in the room,
I did take the cell phone.
Like she's his
do
child.
you believe that?
Had I gotten control of this manic behavior sooner, Mia would still be with me. She left. She couldn't take this anymore.
Right.
This is hard, but this is real. G love that woman. Mia, you deserve this seat.
He left and went to get me a change of clothes.
Yeah.
My place was 70 miles away. She came to see.
She saw me, then went 70 miles away to give me a change of clothes. Girl, I'm sure a Walmart or Nordstrom's or wherever he should. That's closer than 70 miles. Let's just go find some.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I am good now.
Ah!
And I also think it's so beautiful
So beautiful.
Relationship that you probably
That's
something
why
that
he's
you
moving
wanted for
across the
yourself. New.
This already is
boyfriend.
about to
Do
be
you
the best
have
part.
a-
I don't know if I could ever be cordial with somebody who I know one had an affair with, my wife had an affair with, knowing that we were married, and who has continuously been trying to break this marriage up. I can be cordial, but we can't be, hey, I'll see you in the black. All right, now how you do? We can't be that chummy, right?
About her victory, though, that you still have her in your heart, and she still has you in her heart.
Oh, that's beautiful,
Andy.
And he's good with his brother and his family now.
So no lawsuits.
No, we dropped ours.
He said we dropped ours. He ain't saying nothing about them dropping theirs.
And that's
And my nails broken. Judge your mom.
And I just love this for the two of you all.
I love this for the two of you. Yeah, I hear that, but I don't love that me and my wife are not together. I hope Gordon finds love.
NECA was the new girl make this
Oh, we're gonna have a NECA segment.
This is my friend Becca I was telling you about.
Okay, she was Ashley's friend. I was forgetting who brought her.
There's this article about you or something being like
Messy Ash.
Abolished.
Wendy about to give it to her. I'm ready. It's so crazy because I had such mixed emotions about Wendy her first season, and then thereafter I said, I love it. It's really her and Candace's relationship. When I see those two together, it makes me like the both of them a lot more. Like out of everybody, I feel like those are the women who I would hang out
to
with.
get to clearly,
I
but
don't
first
see
Liz
it
from
with
San
the other
Diego said, I hope you first OB we saw. He was very dismissive. You right now.
Agreed.
I grew up in Wisconsin.
Where?
What Wisconsin? Borderline with Illinois.
Oh.
Wait, you grew up in Wisconsin. You made us think that you grew up in LA, sis, and then you moved to Potomac.
I want to preface this by saying that we are who this is.
Good job, Andy.
That production was not aware of on the show.
This is come on, PR.
Because we.
Come on, PR. Whoever the PR person is who wrote this, we can hear you loud and clear, okay? We just want to let you know this is not on us. We are not anti-Nigerian. We had no idea that this was going to occur. This is completely their fault, not ours. So please rest assured we are not racist, culturalist, prejudice, or any of this. This between y'all.
Oh, that's funny.
But how do you not know her, Wendy, when she knows your sister? Or didn't they say that she went to Wendy's son's like christening or something? How you don't know her? We don't mean do you know her like not intimately. Do you know her like deep down and all this stuff? But you know who this person is.
Why are you angry? You see, why are you hostile towards me? I haven't been hostile towards me.
Okay. I met her.
Girl, stop. Stop this right now. I met you at 2 events. I just went to an event on Sunday. I met so many people. You tell me I'm supposed to remember them and be able to vouch for them? Girl, stop.
I was in shade and all I was doing was responding saying, I don't know her.
Okay.
And I'm not mad at that. She's like, I can't vouch for her. Maybe I know of her. I just cannot vouch for her as a person.
That Married to Medicine first reached out to my husband.
Wait, so she was going to be on Married to Medicine because he was in Atlanta. I'm trying to think of who she would have vibed with on that cast. Would she have been better than, but no, they're all like older. They would have probably tried to put her with Quad. I wonder if they would have got along, but not Sweet Pea. But you know, sometimes they be signing them like 3-show contracts, so we might see them.
When you first met up with.
Well, since Ashley, you brought it to this platform.
Oh!
What does that mean?
Come on!
I would say.
You want to bring it up? What does it mean?
Oh,
She right. I'm not mad at that.
What was your intention in bringing it up?
Thank you.
And why
Good question.
When have been brought to my attention. Prior to me meeting NECA, was brought up again.
Prior to her meeting NECA?
Very convenient.
They are competent enough to really speak about it appropriately.
Now I'm gonna have
I
to
don't
look it
even
up.
feel comfortable about it.
Okay, not talk about it.
It's like a generalization, like a stereotype. You know how people be like, Haitian people do voodoo, and if they don't like you, they're doing this to you. That's probably what this is. Actually, let me look it up. Let's look up what Osu means. Also, total aside, y'all. I found the plantation that my great, is it just my great-great-grandfather? That's crazy. I thought it was my great-great-great, but it's my great-great-grandfather. That's too close to home for me. Lord, worked on. and it was the Stuart Boykins, Wills Bay, and Sweet Bottom plantation. So it was a 4-person plantation, but now when I see it, it's been split up. So like, you know, 2 of the families split it and made it like a resort or some shit. And then the other 2, you know, the country is trying to figure out what they want to do with it. I said the country, St. Croix is trying to figure out what they want to do with it. My dilemma, should I get married there? Do you know what I'm saying? Or should I get married there so that my ancestors, whose spirit is still there and still will be with me, can be like, look at our child, look at our, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am so blessed to see that we once had to work here and slave here, and she is here getting married on this island, like all of our work, and look at her now. Should it be like that? Because you know I'm gonna have like, doing work. Or is it like, no, please don't go back here. I don't want to be reminded of this. And I would be like giving money to the people or the family of the people who own this estate. Like, which one is it? Because in my mind, I'm like, that's kind of cool to potentially be where my family was, because, you know, likely there were like marriages and families and like unofficial things happening there, but there were also bad things happening there, obviously. So would they want me to be there to be like, look at us now? Or would they not want me to be there? Because, you know, it'd be kind of cool to have only white folks serving me. Would they be looking at, yo, we used to serve the white folks? Okay. Anyway, that tab was just open on my joint, so I wanted to just call that out. Let me know what you think. Okay, Osu, Nigeria. Also, it's interesting that Osu meaning, as soon as I'm typing it in, Osu meaning is popping up, because people have clearly looked at this before. Big shout outs. Okay. Osu is a traditional practice in the Igbo religion in southeastern Nigeria. In the past, Osu involved dedicating individuals to local deities. This is why she said a shrine. Transforming them into slaves of the gods. Though such dedications no longer take place, the descendants of past Osu suffer from discrimination and social exclusion. Osu is characterized by social segregation and restrictions on integration and marriage. This is why. If you're Osu, nobody wants to be near or around you. So you calling someone Osu is you ostracizing that person and really saying you shouldn't even be a part of this community. And 1, I'm better than you. 2, you're crazy and you're submitting my name to shrines to I get that.
No reason it should be talked about on this platform.
I mean, she's right. Y'all are not culturally aware enough to be talking about, just think about, totally not similar. Think about talking about colorism on a full cast, a white cast. Do you think that's the place where we should be talking about colorism? No. Why is that? Because what do they know, really? 2, what have they lived? Are they actually experiencing or seeing, or have they had, you know, is it close? These people have no idea about 1, Nigeria, 2, being Igbo, and 3, Osu. So what are we having these conversations for? Also, I gotta get rid of this finger. Judge your mama, not me. I was supposed to go to the nail shop today. Damn it.
We're referring to your mom as a witch. What do
As
you
a
need
witch.
from her to
You're the one that can't take accountability. I was
Would she take
very
accountability?
excited and happy to. Osu had nothing to do with me. All season long, she had no energy for Osu thing.
Wait a minute. Ashley was like, true. As if she was on Nneka's side, and Nneka was like, nah, hold up. This ain't have to do with me. This had to do with you. Ashley was like, shit. Wish I didn't say true.
Do y'all think that you'll ever be friends? Because y'all are evil sisters.
Girl, I ain't friends with everybody from New York.
What I have said.
I ain't friends with every biracial person. I ain't friends with everybody from St. Kitts. No.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When
We can
come
move
back,
on.
Thank you, husbands, for coming.
Thank you,
You
husbands.
can leave the hat in my dressing room. I got you, bro.
The husbands ain't say much. What you say? Nothing? Oh, Gordon said a lot. Oh, oh, and what's his name? Chris said a lot too. Okay, Kiana. Kiana is coming through with the not the coming to the remember the time little necklace gold joint here. She got the hair up, looking like a pageant queen or like a lead in a 90s R&B, not a 90s R&B, a lead in a 90s like rap video. Like I'm the main chick. I love it. Kiana, this is good. You look good, girl. I just feel like this is not a gown enough. You in a short
Great to see you.
Oh, her name is Kiarna.
People were saying it was the best.
That was the best, and I found that outfit so good.
You agree?
Of course I agree.
Yeah, of course. All right.
Love me some Candyland.
She didn't have these bracelets during the season.
I really love the girls.
That's great.
She gets along with everybody, she said, except for Ashley and Nika. They're violated for these sounds, y'all.
Wasn't sharing a room with Kiarna. That's
Yeah,
her friend.
fix
She's
that.
supposed to share-
None of us had to share a room.
Why?
So why would I?
I'm not mad at this.
At that point, we did.
Bother you?
Ooh! Wendy, you just lied. You just politicianed your way out of that again. Giselle, this is the second time she caught you in a lie. First it was, you ain't say this shit to my daughter. I don't remember that. And the second is that everybody didn't know that they would have their own room by then. So you lied about this. Maybe that's why Candace was chiming. Oh, we didn't notice. Yeah, yeah. I don't believe that she didn't say that about her daughter, because I believe she would have wished her well, talked about being an AKA. But I do believe that this is cleanup.
I think that a lot of what Giselle does, that wasn't about Kiarna.
She didn't go over there to make them look like bad friends. She went over there to check on her, and then while she was checking on her, she was like, I'm going to strategically say, oh, you know, because nobody checked on you, so I just wanted to make sure you're okay. That was strategic. But the initial, I don't know.
Wendy, every year we see you embark on a new endeavor.
Wendy, you better make a job. Take advantage of this whole platform. You doing it right. I love that. I am. I love that. It's giving Jasmine.
Or not at an intellectual level.
This was
You've made it clear that you're a multi-hyphenate.
Yes.
You release your
Come on, multi-hyphenate.
Anything ridiculous. Pick one thing and stick to it. What happened to the candles?
No. Wendy, you doing it right. You throw everything and figure out what's six, then that's what you go with. Don't do that. She said, I'm still selling every day.
I think this will be my daughter's turning 5. She's going to kindergarten. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I just want to enjoy them. I don't want to miss out on moments of their lives.
That's
Not things.
Well, you're making me rethink some stuff.
Auntie, I'm here if you need
comments
to.
about you calling
sign
me
out.
slow.
Living in North Carolina and Maryland was a bi-coastal lifestyle.
You're
She did
so
say that.
bi-coastal.
Wendy said, I'm not going to apologize for that because she is slow.
Well, with the crackhead comment, I was...
Wendy, no. Wendy, no. Stop this. The slow one was funny. Shorty's not a crackhead. You need to just go ahead and apologize for this. That's the issue with Candace and Wendy, is that they'll never take accountability. They will talk themselves around in circles because they don't like the other person. But Wendy, you need to just say sorry for this one.
Which, however, I apologize for calling you a crackhead.
Oh!
She also calls me a pathological liar.
Shut up, Mia. Shut up, Mia. Mia, she apologized. First of all, I'm shocked by that. Big ups to you, Wendy, because you proved me wrong. Mia, this is not your time to just collect all the apologies and the sorries. No.
I said, Mia's name is Mia be lying. Candace be crying. Wait, she does. Candace be crying.
Mia be lying and Candace be crying. Dubai is coming back, y'all. I love them. That is the most wealthy franchise.
I'm Andy Cohen.
I love a
with
good
the Real
rich
Housewives
bitch.
of Ever sign on the dotted line? Let's take a look.
Ashley said, I need a storyline. So
I am not
no.
divorced. I use for the children and who breeds. You married Michael for his money.
I love it. They ain't sold a lick. I just don't understand how Deborah and Jacqueline are friends. You only want to talk behind my back. We seen the clips. Play those clips.
For some people, you hit too low. At the same time,
That's what I've been trying to say about Candace.
This is what they justify. When it's me, it's justified.
Candace, it's not when it's you, it's justified. It's not like somebody else had a bottle in their hand as if they were going to swing an attack. That's a you thing, sis. You did the same thing with the knife. That's a you thing.
And do you want to get married?
Yes, I will be married again.
There's speculation.
You better claim that. Yes, I will be married again.
So Ash, what was the holdup for filing divorce?
It was very contentious. He took a trip on Valentine's Day.
Oh, he's dating for sure.
A trip on Valentine's Day.
No, that's really
You
it.
ain't put these on the card.
I don't know.
She She done had Michael pay for the boobs. Girl, I would have kept that to myself instead of put that on TV. You about to go through a divorce hearing.
I mean, I think he'll always be there for the children, but how far does that extend to me?
Oh. Well, girl, y'all divorced. He shouldn't be doing it for you. This is not a Mia Gordon thing.
I had actually wanted to be a news broadcaster. I had so many ambitions.
Look at Ashley.
All the time. And if you're working a 9-to-5
Build a claim.
job,
Build a claim.
you can travel with me. And
Build a claim. Girl, this is you building the divorce claim. She is going to say that because she met Michael, he stopped all her dreams, which means he stopped her income level. She couldn't work. She couldn't get a career. So now she's going to have to get spousal support because she decided to put those to the side for him. Girl, Ashley, this scamming. Ooh, girl, I love this. Ain't even scamming, but this is a good setup.
I did become dependent upon
Ashley,
him.
I love it.
And
the girls
I
smirking,
still love him.
they know what you're doing.
I love Michael's feet every night.
Every night?
What do you mean?
Massage do.
You massaged okay. Ladies, you all went to the fashion show. What did everyone think? Was the collection giving Lululemon?
What did everyone think?
At the grocery store, I'm going to catch a man or booty call.
Oh.
Okay, Karen.
An
Okay, the fight.
altercation erupted. In the footage, you can be seen throwing punches after Deborah throws the drink on you.
Play dumb games, win stupid prizes. Like I always say, if you do something to me, you cannot predict what I'm going to do to you. Yes, you want to hit me, throw a drink on me. Now I'm going to smack you and I'm going to punch you too. None of this is Kiana's fault.
Had you been calling Deborah names that evening and then she confronted you?
It was out of nowhere. We're all...
Candace, we heard you calling her to help. It wasn't out of nowhere. Now, did she call her to help because Deborah says, do you have anything to say to me? All right, let me hear that out.
It's right in my face and says, do you have something you want to say to me?
And you're sitting in a seat where you have more to lose. Don't entertain.
I hear that, but also, you to help. Don't come over here trying to get some light and some shine. The cameras are off. Get out my face. Also, were the cameras off because the mics were on?
Looking at the footage, I think Deborah, Candace, Wendy.
Wow. How am I responsible? What did I do?
Yeah, what did Wendy do?
What did Wendy do with that?
Do in the footage. Okay, I'll take Wendy out of it. I'll take Wendy out of it.
What? Okay, I'll take Wendy out of it. What do you mean? You made a very clear statement saying that it's all their... What do you mean? Now that you have to explain yourself, now you're going to take Wendy... That's wild.
Something that you want to say to me. I said no. Come get this vermin out of my face. No, but you can't do that.
Yes, you can.
I mean,
You came in my face. I could call you whatever the fuck I want. You saying I can't do that right now because there'll be a fight? Shorty, you be getting in people's faces too and you throw drinks. Let's not.
You cannot tell me how to respond to someone who has already threatened me.
Thank you.
You really would have swung it at her?
I don't know.
She wasn't gonna do it. Just like
lunging
she did with the knife. Get out of my house!
For some people, you hit too low.
Feel that
That's
Candace is
valid.
No, she was going to do that whether I said nothing.
Bullshit, Candace. No, look, listen here. Listen fucking here. And this is the same thing that they did with Wendy when Mia and Wendy were fighting. This is some complete bullshit. Wendy, you needed to keep quiet because you were instigating it. So nobody is saying, Mia, you shouldn't have thrown the drink on her. You shouldn't have tried to go back. You shouldn't have tried to hit her with your bag. The reason that she went back and did that is because you were instigating. No, let's talk about the root. Mia, you shouldn't have done this. You shouldn't have one through the purse or hit her with the purse, and you shouldn't have two hit her through the glass. Whatever fucking order. Same thing here. You shouldn't have come into my fucking face. That is the reason. Now, she likely hit her because what came after you coming into my face was that I said some shit that made you real upset and you couldn't control yourself enough verbally that you felt the need to control the situation physically. That's the problem. It's not Candace instigated. Yes, you instigated, but what did I have to say? Why did I even have to instigate? It's because you got up in my face and you started some shit. I'm tired of people blaming the person who is in the middle or who finishes it. Kiana was seen punching. Why? What caused her to punch? She wouldn't have had to punch anybody if she wasn't defending herself. Get out of here. Candace, your mouth is also crazy.
Do you think the
I said
comments
no.
exacerbated her anger.
Yes, it did.
You said your words play a part.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do, girl.
She wanted a problem with me.
Thank you.
She wanted a problem verbally.
Playing with a loaded gun.
Well, I'm also a loaded gun.
I'm also a loaded gun?
We know.
No, you're a loaded Jack in the Box. She was a loaded gun.
I don't know Deborah to be a violent person.
Well, she's violent.
So now, Candace, you like, oh, she's violent. Do we then call you violent because you were holding a bottle, which, by the way, that's actually a felony because that's a weapon if you would have banged that glass up against someone's head. Do we now call you violent? Because you just said, which you really should not have said, sis. You just said, I don't know if I would have swung. Do we now say, Candace, you are violent?
So I'm sorry that you went through that.
Thank you, Ashley.
Accept that?
Like Ashley is the queen of, the aftermath apologies. I accept that you are big enough to apologize. That's all.
Kiana, I love that. I did not expect this from you.
The person that would have been with me would have been my mom. That you just jumped right into that and seen me in that moment because I was scared.
You're a beast at your profession.
Amazing.
Not a scar.
Yeah, girl, your forehead look clean.
We will be right back.
We love
after
Kiana.
this. I know it's been a long reunion when I have no voice left. Conflict in the group.
He
this
really has
season.
no voice.
Some eyes.
He wasn't even yelling.
Anyone who wants to step up and apologize.
Listen to the
members of
silence.
Yesteryear.
But I have no animosity, no hatred.
I can say the same. I mean, you said the
Candace,
friendship is over. So
you
if
the
you're
one
saying
talking
move,
shit,
the
though.
ball is in your court.
Andy, I continuously throughout the season have taken accountability and I was ready to move forward.
Wendy wasn't willing to move forward, and that's her choice.
Still where I
From the bottom of my coochie,
Yes.
I have tried.
To air
I
and the
can't
truth.
either.
Okay.
I can't either. Narcissism at its
All right.
finest.
Okay.
Narcissism.
Ashley, I can't wait. The fence.
It's mine.
You are still
The fence.
Darling.
You
It's
tried. Very appreciate that you're right in the middle of Potomac, while NECA is up there. In
Auntie,
North
we love your
Potomac.
shade at the end.
I love that.
Bend over so I can shove it up your
Oh, not gonna happen, darling.
Robin said, Karen, bend over so I can shove it up your ass.
It's in the middle. We have something else special for you.
Yes. Because
What
you
are they
know,
gonna give
Potomac,
him?
we-
And it's cocked to the side. He don't even live in Potomac. Can't just eat my car, mind my business.
This is amazing. My dad.
Andy lives.
Wow.
His voice came back real quick. Okay, I saw a preview where Wendy was speaking Igbo to Shorty. Am I bugging? Was that I saw it was an uncensored. Was that part of the uncensored? And everybody said it was like botched? Did I miss? I was talking through that? My bad. But yeah, I like this. This part made up for the first two parts for me. I really like how this ended. I really feel like they dove into any and everything. Kiana, I hear she's coming back. I'm really interested to see how all of this goes. I don't know who Giselle is going to be kikiing with, though she and Karen planned this little thing right here. Is Giselle's season ended? Like her season on the show? It can't be. She's the one who created this. Who are they bringing in? Who are they bringing in? They're not bringing in Charisse. Who are they bringing in? Is there someone from the past that I can't remember? I don't know. I like this. Who would you guys like to see? And would you like to see NECA join the Married to Medicine Atlanta cast? Sign off in the comments. I know this has been long and late. I love you guys, and I will see you when Sister starts again next season. Please always remember that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with unbiased love.